If I look really closely at Pearl and Marina doing their little show in the background, I can almost hear them singing. I actually can't hear it with my ears, but I imagine it, and therefore it is real. Um, let's just let's just jump into it. It's going down. Yeah, I don't need to read this. If you've played the game, you've heard it a million times. Even though they don't speak it with their voices. They speak it in squid voice. And as per usual, I did not participate in this part of the tournament. Oh dear. I feel like this could have been avoided if I spent a little bit of effort. If you didn't read the title, I am in fact on Team Speed. I decided it was just as well that I'd be a bit more honest with myself, and my honesty policy is I live so fast and so free that I am fast and free. I eat fast food and I mingle with fast women. No, I don't. Sometimes you just gotta say things. Sometimes you gotta appreciate a dedicated artistic community that mostly stays away from politics and slurs. Oops. You didn't realize it didn't start exactly on 8 PM, like I sometimes do. Let's try this again. Yes, so true. Jade Dragon 272. Trans rights, Trans Octo. Jax is. I don't know who Jax is. Oh, sorry, I just kind of doxed your friend code live on stream. I hope you don't mind. Maybe I should have considered this before I started streaming the thing. I did prepare my gear already, so we can just hop right in and get this party started. Also, hold on a moment. I'm fairly certain I should have had the, not that I'm gonna use them right away, but I'm fairly certain I did redeem the news stuff. It's fine. It's not fine, but it's fine. It's fine enough to where I'm not gonna take any course of action on it. I don't know what that says about me more than anything, but okay. Now, despite what I said about living fast, I think I lived too close to the sun today. It's the middle of winter, that's physically impossible, but I went to 2 local markets today, and then I collapsed on the sofa, and then I did very little else since then. I ordered some some Turkish food, and I stuffed myself a little too much, so I'm handicapped on 2 accounts. Also, you can tell how long it's been because I forgot which does the booyah bomb. Yeah. What else do I say about my life? Oh yeah, I realize this is a Splatoon Raiders themed Splatfest, but I don't know how this pertains to Splatoon Raiders. I've not watched any of the promotional materials, nor do I plan to. So I think the last few times I played this was on handheld. If I could do a webcam feel like I shouldn't have lived that, but I did. Usually takes a moment for me to get my bearings, but might take a little longer with the camera sensitivity settings. Also, I mistakenly, I need to tell you a story. I was in a rush to go to therapy, and I needed to get a new case, but I didn't get the I didn't get the specific. I didn't get the right case, but I did get okay, there's proof that my aim needs some work. Been too fast for the sun, close to the sun. But I did get these portrait stick caps along the way, which is good. If I knew how to show pictures of what the sticks on my current controller look like, you might be able to understand why perhaps I would need stick caps on all of my belongings now and forever. Maybe someday I'll be able to expound upon this in more detail, but that day is obviously not today. I need to get into gamer sitting, I need to get into the gamer posture. Oh, my results immediately improved, how about that? A collection of sounds to just sort of accurately portray how I feel about the situation that I'm in. This feels irregular, but also it feels well enough. I win. That was all because of me. If I didn't distract them being the most popular target, we wouldn't have won so hard. This is a this is a Splatoon series veteran at work here. I have played the first one, not as much as I played the other ones, but I did play the first one. Oy. Oh no. I feel the burps. I feel the whatever the food gas from the from the chips and meat in my food. I think this is one of those times where water is both advised and refreshing most of all. I'm also very conscious of the fact that I did not drink at all last stream. I did not stream on Friday because I had family over and I was feeling groggy. There's my explanation for that. Okay, no pressure here. Alright, minimal talking. Let's do this. Of course Team Power would have like the heavy rollers and all that. Where's my Dapple Dualies then as a speed player? Worth it, question mark? Nah, we're not winning at the moment. Even the map doesn't think so. I didn't even mean to do that. really good. Where is everyone actually? Where there's like petty throws. I weakened him. Now's your time to. Oh, that's not even the guy that I was looking at. Kind of impressive, actually. I said minimal talking, and yet I have the need to talk whenever I do a stream. Otherwise, what are you here for? The gameplay, presumably. So that gives you more pressure not to fail on that front. Man, that's not supposed to one-shot. In one-shot. I was just bad at managing my damage and getting... Ah, you son of a gun. Going for the kill was absolutely worth it. That was the tactical decision on my part. I think we got this. Oh, that peaked, sorry. Clap it up, y'all. Second battle, first 100 times win. I'm so proud of myself, and everyone else, but mostly myself. I did part of this. Just statistically. I got the most splats. That was quite incredible, quite frankly. I'm proud of myself. I said that already, but I am proud of myself. Wouldn't it be so funny if I went to play Splatoon Raiders on a Nintendo Switch 2, released in 2026 in, like, a week or two from now. And then... I didn't even go the speed route or whatever. Let's go, okie dokie. Man. Oh no, I thought it's gonna be easy. I said, idiot. I'm talking to myself here for the record. No offense to anyone who's ever fallen for that same tactic. I'm the only idiot here in this scenario. Oh, you fool. That's... I don't want to lose my aura. Me saying it like that makes me picture Dr. Evil. It's Dr. Evil from the comedy antagonist from the comedy spy movie parody movie, Austin Powers. You might not have heard of it, you young'uns at your age, but it was quite the hoot and holler back in my day. I hate that I had to go into that tirade the moment I mentioned something from my childhood. You know, you people joke about, like, people, like, you know, Gen Z being old, ancient, or whatever. That's me. I have to live that life. Not even my friends know half the stuff I liked as a kid. Do you know how miserable it is being me? Probably the most, actually. I don't think anyone can relate, or, like, just know the struggle that I have to go through, the unique struggle I have to go through. There's more than everyone else in this current moment. This is all a joke, by the way. Please, please stay informed in the world and do what you can to support others. Rant over. Now I did win a 100 times battle in my second battle, so it's gonna take more than that to knock me off my high horse. Let me tell you something. It doesn't say 100 times battle in the battle history, but that's why I'm streaming, and that's why I'm going to that's why I'm going to upload the VOD to my YouTube vlog. No, VOD. I got my online terminology mixed up. Which is ironic because I was alive when that, like, started becoming a thing. I'm not really making a better case for myself, am I? Ah well. Whoop. Brother. I helped. You know, if all players in this Splatfest kind of, like, bought into their own, like, stereotype for their team, who do you think would win overall? Who would win the most battle? Arguably team tactics, because, you know... But would they have enough speed and... power to execute their tactics? Thinking only goes so hard.
Meh. That was dangerous. Wait, oi, 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 oi. Worth question mark? I don't know. I don't know if anything's worth it anymore. No. I can't keep making these jokes. I can't. Someone needs to tear my mouth off. Sorry, I'm making it worse, aren't I? I used to tear my mouth off like there's two guys in the SpongeBob movie when they meet Dennis. We did a really... Our team did a really squeaky clean job at the base, which is now being ruined. Probably, very uncharacteristic of the speed mindset. Also, I feel like I could have prevented our potential loss if I had stopped that one guy. We didn't lose though, so I'm totally off the hook. Not like the not like the idol group in Splatoon 2 for the Nintendo Switch, released in, I want to say 2017. Yeah, that's the year the Switch came out. It's nearly 10 years old. What am I doing? How am I still alive? I was... I also imagine the speed, power, and tactics being like... No, but it literally is there. It literally is like a rock, paper, scissors, triangle matchup like Fire Emblem, or more relevantly, Monster Hunter Stories. And Stories, Monster Hunter Stories 2 and Stories 3. I never played the first one, as I mentioned before. Maybe I should. My tummy hurt. And I want to say it's not my fault, just to avoid responsibility for the choices I made prior. How already did you... Uh-huh. I wanted to make the argument that maybe my speaking belly does affect my abilities, because I'm literally just talking on my behind right now, and that's not where my thoughts happen. Can I hear when enemy players get their aura? I don't remember anymore. I don't remember a lot of things. Please no one call me Unk. I would be very upset. I would have preferred like Bond at least. Uncles aren't traditionally older dudes, except where Spider-Man is concerned. For some reason, for some reason, Uncle Ben and Aunt May might as well be grandparents. In like nearly every iteration of the Spider-Man lore, except for like the MCU one with the Tom Holland guy. I haven't actually seen any of the movies, I've just seen like clips and trailers and stuff, and that's what she looks like. And Eddie just calls her by her name, not like aunt, like no aunt in the middle of it, or the start of it. This may be the only stream where I go from talking about feeling old to Spider-Man characters and Monster Hunter stories, just like tangentially. Am I doing good at this whole conversation thing? A little inexperienced, you see. That was a loud hiccup. Water is the cure. I'm not actually sure if you heard that, but my dog got out from the seat that should rightfully be mine, so now I can do that. Oh boy, they have a they have a sniper. I think I'm doomed. I think that's like my one weakness, or one of my weaknesses. The one weakness that I can identify with certainty. Oh. I ain't effing with that. How did that not slay? This dog has returned and has no idea about the concept of lying on blankets, which is what the— okay, yes she does. The Adventures of Cell and Dog continue at 8. Wait, it's— I distracted myself looking at the time. It's 8:27. I've failed you guys as a TV host. Are you watching this on your TV? Then I am the host of it. It's mine now. Thought I could get away with it. Maybe stupid. I'm not okay. I don't think I'm okay, and I don't think my team is doing okay either. That's a nice shade of blue. This probably should have come to my mind when I saw it on my own character, on my own teammates, but that's just how my brain works. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do, instead of actually learning anything. Oh yippee, I can be on a moving box. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do, as I said, instead of actually like learning how to write a simple message on. Believe me when I say this is faster, because I have to find the. I have to pull out my keyboard, and then I have to. And then I have to find the place that lets you put text in OBS. Believe me when I say this is faster. Okay, let the message speak for itself. It looks more like an 8. Let me embolden that part a little bit. I'm an artist. Can you tell? Alright, yeah, BRB. I took a nondescript painkiller tablet, and I drank it with store-bought apple mango juice, the sugars of which definitely did not bloat me even more. I'm very smart. I didn't pick the smart person team for this specific reason, because I don't need to tell you how smart I am for you to know. Oh my god, it hurts to breathe. Oh, there, that's not something you want to hear. Oh my gosh. Bleh. How does that... Where does that text come from? It's a handicap. Because I'm just too good at the game. Let's just leave it at that. Oy, 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 oy. Oh. I'm not gonna make this about myself despite it being my stream. With no one else on board to say otherwise. Burping will help for sure. No, that was all on me, honestly. Am I really just not thinking clearly, or am I just, like, because of the pain, or am I just, like, naturally that way? Because I don't see how the correlation necessarily happens. Oh. I almost had you. Oh, I'm so... This upper hand doesn't feel earned to me. How many kills have I even gotten? Like 1, 2? It takes skill to land in the exact same spot to get hit by all 3 fizzy bomb blasts and die instantly. I'm just gonna say that right out the gate. Just a microsecond off from throwing that bomb. It would otherwise would have been a very tactical decision. Probably not one that would have saved us, though, all things considered. You know what? This stream is now an exercise stream because I need to clear my body and my mind. So, part of my exercise routine, I assume that's my voice you can hear,
cultivate the legs and arm muscles by doing sit to stand and lift, and tell you what the muscles were, but what matters is that I'm doing it. That those muscles are so swag cash money right now. I've lost count of how many reps I've been doing. This is the stream of all time. Okay, that's enough of that. Next. My stomach hurts, so I make the stomach hurt even more. That's how it works. I think I can do sit-ups in my condition, so I'm going to do single leg bridges. You can do this if you want to. It's a flex for your tummy and good workout for the thighs. It's not. Doesn't feel very cash money. I'm just gonna be honest with you all. I wasn't even half the size of a rep I usually do, but I'm gonna stop there because I don't want to hurt myself more than I have. Let's do something actually game related for a second. You know, I'm just gonna say, usually when I purchase these snack packs from the from the restaurants, I only usually have about half the regular serving size in one go. But for some reason I hate the full thing. That would probably explain at least some of the problems I have. Now we just gotta dig into the mental ones. I gotta win at least one battle in pro mode. Just to solidify my reputation. I imagine the stream going so well. I imagine myself being a prize winner of some description. Well, not really, but I imagined the stream worthy of a prize by my standard. Which is not a lot, but, you know, we make small steps, and, like, small steps at a time. Slow and steady wins the race, as they say. I feel slow right now, and not very steady.
And I just realized, why am I saying that of all things as Team Speed of Splatoon Splatfest? Sorry if you can hear the burping, but I think they'll probably help get all the excess material out. Resisting the urge to overshare right now what is happening in my bodily functions. Oh boy. Where am I? Thought I was in a completely different map for a second. No, that shouldn't have been able to, based on where I was aiming. I got the upper hand that time. Foxy Blue is blue. You heard it here first, folks. Poetry and cinema rhymes. I need to plan my escape. Foxy Blue is cunning like a fox. Again, it's like poetry in cinema or whatever. Oh, how'd that work out? Like it did. I about Fox the Fox. I've outfoxed myself. What the fox, am I right, chat? Come over here, you. Loki kinda wish I was still in open so that I would be able to, like, so that would have counted for more points. Except it was the same team battle, I don't know what I'm saying. I somehow did good that time. Why is that a surprise to me? In a different state of mind, I would have been totally been like, I can make a speed roller by the time tonight's stream is through. I don't think that way anymore. And honestly, Speed Champion has a nicer ring to it. Me now committing to the acquirement of Speed Champion title. Yeah. When I'm done tonight, I'm, you know, I want to do that right now, actually. I mean, I can't do it now because I'm matchmaking, but... make it like either a hot pack or a cold pack, whichever makes the pain less. And then I'm gonna lie down, and I'm gonna listen to my YouTubes, and I'm gonna pretend the world doesn't exist. And me along with it. Why do I make the decisions I do? Blair. Almost. Oh, okay. Merce. All. Oh, that came from behind me. I might have been able to pinpoint that if I was wearing headphones, but I can't do that for reasons too complicated to get into at the present time. Dude, I hate desync. Nice. Okay. It would be nice if he didn't die, of course, but Easy come, easy gone. As in you are gone from this earth and this game. Be right back again. Not as long this time. I'm not about to Google how to heal a tummy ache because the chances of me getting misinformation is more than 0. And it's probably more than 1. So I'm doing my own thing instead. And whether I regret it or not, I know it's at least on me. And not on whatever Google or whatever has to offer. Dinosaur, huh? Your time has passed, my friend. I don't know where I got the urge to do a Leon Kennedy style quip before, like, just before they were even cool to do, just by reading funny Splatoon usernames. I'm the best at what I do. Did I get him? Like, even a little bit, I mean? That would probably make my day, if nothing else. Putting the ice pack on my leg actually distracts me from the pain in my stomach. I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, but it's how it's working for me, and I'm all for it. I'm all 5 it, in fact. I think it's better that I don't practice Turf War because the Turf War doesn't have the fizz bangs, so it's not the authentic experience. I could have got him. I believe I didn't snipe them, or whatever the equivalent is for bombs. I died for that aura, was it worth it? No, because I literally can't do anything. This is one of those, poorly timed root deaths. Just to ease any worries you may or may not have had, those are not the sounds of my bones cracking. It's ice. The frozen water variety. An ice pack. Do I trust the process? Or is the process trusting us? What is all that skungus over there? Stop being a nuisance. Was that my bomb? I guess it was, considering it gave me the kill and the aura for killing lots of guys. Just to assuage your worries, we in the gaming lingo use the term kill kind of loosely. As you can see, everyone is still alive and well. They're actually called splats, but for some reason we've been conditioned to say kill more than splat. I don't know if that says a lot about society or not, but you know? Ugh. And here we see the domesticated dog leave her throne of comfort only to move right back into the same position once again. Truly the pinnacle of evolution. I don't have a camera, so you're just gonna have to take my word for that. Will water make me feel better instead of the stuff that's partially made of water but distinctly has non-water components that make you more full, evidently. Again, those are not my bones. Do not be deceived. I didn't even realize I was coming from that direction. I guess I'm just that good at looking. Yeah, I don't really know how to react to that, to be honest. I don't think that's going to reach the bottom layer. I'm guessing by the lack of kills it either didn't or didn't do it well enough. I said I'd stop at 1. I didn't say I'd stop at 1, but I said 1 would be enough, and look at what I'm trying to do right now. Trying to prove I'm the proest pro of all pros. What does that even mean, the combination of words I just said? Bleh. Oh my gosh, I am the best duelist. Maybe not the best Splatoon player, but... They let us know that these are in fact the bad guys. They're evil and effed up, and everything they do is as such. Okay, real quick. Maybe not real quick, but quick in a relative sense. Everything is relative. First of all, the only thing that's worth living for in this game anymore. Second of all, I have enough room to write this, actually. Ingenuity at its finest. Okay. Once again, I have an even better way to solve my current affliction. BRB, like it says on the thing, right? BRB. Okay, believe it or not, that made me feel marginally better. The burping too, but was mainly referring to the number 2 I committed. The number 2 war crime. I hope that no one describes it ever as that when it comes from me. It's okay. Time heals all wounds. And all wounds make me stronger. Except no. That's a team power thing to say. I am speed. Like ka-chow and whatnot. I have to imagine they made the speed team blue on purpose. I mean, obviously they did. The designers know what they're doing, but the designers made that conscious decision from a design perspective. But I mean, like, there are certain similarities that come to mind when you associate speed with blue. Anyone ever play Sonic Heroes? I did. And might I say, I enjoyed it, except for the times where I, like, just, you know, ganked my way off of a cliff and died and lost all of my level score. So, you know, at least half the time. Curious. Here's the thing about you know, the open division and the pro division in the Splatfest. It feels pretty similar, aside from the fact that, you know, aside from the differences in such ways as, like, you can't form your own team, you don't get points for unless you win. But aside from that, the actual gameplay experience is basically just like the same if you don't have anyone to play with at the present time. So really, I have 4 stages at any given time to choose from, with little difference to my actual endeavors. A little bit of a life hack for you. If your life entirely revolved around Splatoon 3, released for the Nintendo Switch in the week that the Queen died. That's which was September of a certain year in the 2020s. Pretty soon we're gonna have to distinguish the 90s with the 80s or the 70s with, like, the 19s, the 20s and the 19s, like 20th and 21st centuries, basically. That's when I'm gonna know it's really all over. At this point, trying to remedy the problem in my stomach is only making it worse. So... until such point as I feel like I need to take another poop, I guess this is what we're working with. Off topic, but gut biome, intestinal health, or the gut and the bowels and the gut biome and that general area of of the body, the organs. I've heard that it's an important factor for improving your overall mood. You know, chemicals create thoughts, thoughts create chemicals, blah blah blah. But you know, the gut biome of all things is good. My mother yaps me about it a lot, like a lot. Also referred to stories to me about, am I gonna die? I thought I was gonna die because it took a little too long to give me that kill notification. Oh wait, someone's already, okay. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. There's like a story about someone with severe anxiety symptoms doing like a fecal transplant with some other like neurotypical person, and then the anxious person was like significantly better afterwards. I was gonna trust in the words of my mother because I believe in her like she believes in me, but not like I believe in myself. Anyway, you should go look it up and go and then go pursue that line of health, just so that one of us could say that we did it. JK, but for real. Hang on a sec, everyone. Sorry for your ears. I need to lean back because it's helping me a little bit. Before you went into the store without an umbrella, you now have pneumonia and 5 days to live. Where am I going? vaguely hoping that they'd just be out of reach. I've reached the point where I have to explain everything I do, because I don't think you get it. You, the audience, wouldn't get the inner machinations of my mind. Okay, I think I played remarkably worse when leaning back, so I think we're gonna lean back forward. Back, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. I think we need to ban all of Gen Alpha from the chat so that I can feel young again, and then feel the joys of being young. Just kidding, don't actually do that. I'm gonna keep streaming till I hit my time quota, or what I consider to be my time quota, or if I reach Speed Champion. And I'm gonna like it, whether I want to or not. Moving the mic stand back so it better captures this closer to my mouth. It made sense if you think about it. Yeah, that was ill-advised. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh. That could easily have been me. I don't know why I added all of that, like, assuming that anyone who has done that, or the person who did that at that moment, could hear me. The more I think, the more I feel like it goes awry. How am I alive? I am now Look at the great ore farm in the sky. That's where all Lux and Maxes go when they die. I can just say things apparently, and it'll just be fine. I didn't feel very satisfied with my performance, but apparently the game thought it was enough. Who did it? 2bro2b. That's too many twos. Actually, it's the perfect amount. There's 2 of them. Although I will say, this is getting out of hand. I'm sorry for having autism, it will happen again. Banger. We're an absolute banger squad. The game said so themselves. Itself. It did. What does that even mean? Oh, I did it. Tactical... Not tactical use of the fizz bang. It was actually fast brain use. That's the proper term. Given the context. Oh jeez. Do all the work around here. I helped. Trust. I must resist the urge to look at my drip and instead look at the reticle and make sure my enemies fall into that reticle. I think that's the real moral of the story playing Splatoon. I can't believe that just happened to me. Part of me can, actually. And that's really the saddest part. did it. I didn't do enough of it, but I did something. Gosh, I feel bad for all that damage caused by me not stopping him and not the person not stopping. Probably wouldn't have actually done enough. But, I like to think I'm worth something. Okay, when I say it like that, it sounds kind of, sad, but, now what about that team was banger? Like, you shoot from gun. I don't know what else. No, my curiosity needs to be sated, actually. Where is everyone? I like the bangs, the shoes. Yeah, I see. No, there's a slip-ons. That's not it. Well, I can't see what else could be other than the guns that shoot bullets. I was just kind of unaware that they, you know, updated the requirements that much. Your team tactics. It feels a bit easier to tell with this one. I couldn't tell you why. This is in the running for one of the worst streams I've ever done. I feel like I say that a lot, but in no other stream have I deliberately bloated myself with too much food. Like on a day that I was out more than the average amount of time that I'm out, which is already bad for me. Yeah. Not to worry though. I'm still here, and I'll still be here after I hit end stream. Here is in the space where I physically am. My exact state of being is yet to be disclosed, but you can believe that here is where I'll be, and B is where I will be here. Where B is where I'll here? Yeah. Now my back aches from punching over while playing a video game. Brother. How'd I do that? I'd love to see a Splatoon game with absolutely zero lag in the equation, but I think I'm guessing that's what a tournament is, like a Splatoon tournament. I've seen at least one or two of those. Thank goodness my TV has is not like 100% stereo sound. I distracted them. You're welcome, everyone. Why did I... So many questions, not enough answers, not enough issues being resolved, specifically in the skill department. How did I do that? How did I do that? I promise you I'm not high. Unless you can get high off of food. Yeah. Fist bump confirming I did good, and I let another person be as good, or they did as good on their own. 1996, the year that I want to say Nintendo 64. I wasn't even born back then, but I still feel old for mentioning it. That's the next hint for all of those trying to piece together my true age. Some of these some of these titles are just so amusing when put together like that. I'm sure you would agree with me. You specifically. You. I'm pointing at you. You. Where is the There's no letter U on the page that the front page that I'm looking at, but there's a U on the word menu though. Okay. Jerk status fulfilled. I need to lie down. I'm gonna crash on this public couch. Just to sort of like... This is gonna be me in like 5 minutes because I don't think I can go on in this world anymore. The world of video gaming. And also not forever, just... Okay. Kids, what was the moral of the story today? This is an open quiz. Please stop the video here if you don't want spoilers for the answer to the quiz. That's right. Don't drink or smoke. That's not the one. I lied to you. Here's the real answer. Don't stuff yourself full of unhealthy foods and then immediately start stream or do something of equal or more importance and attention. Would you call this an important task? It's important enough for me to do it, but not important enough for me to, it's not important enough for me to fuel my hubris even further than I already have. with that being said, speed on. Or, but speed on, but not while operating any sort of vehicle or machinery. I need a better way to sort of bring this home that relates to speed, but something that, speed is just, deeps spelt backwards, yes. And I gotta say, that's pretty deep. That's a lot of deep, actually. It's a plural.